Hi, this is Stacie here at Water Dog, and I'm wearing one of the Peace Creative shirts today, and I'm going to use inspiration from this shirt for a short yoga practice. So go ahead and grab a mat or just come to the carpet and you can join me from home. We'll just start with a little bit of breathing, so you can roll your shoulders up and back once or twice. Come to just sitting up nice and tall. If you'd like, you can place your pointer finger and your thumb together and gently close your eyes, and we're just going to start with a few deep breaths. So close your mouth and take a nice deep inhale in through your nose. Feel your breath rise and then exhale out through your nose. Finding length in your breath. Inhale to fill your belly up, allow your chest to rise. Exhale, allowing your chest to drop and your belly to empty out. Do that a few more times. Deep inhale. Exhale. Again. And just using your breath as a tool in yoga or any time throughout your life to really just come back to the present, to help relax your body, relax your mind, find that inner peace within. Even when the world outside us is maybe crazy, finding that peacefulness within your own mind, within your own body. Go ahead and bring your hands to your heart center. Take a moment to remind yourself of something you're grateful for, and we'll set an intention before we begin our movement. Good. From here, let's go ahead and just place our hands on our knees again, and we're just going to do some big circles, just starting to wake up our body. Doesn't matter which direction you start in, about 3 or 4 in the same direction. And then when you're ready, go ahead and switch opposite directions. So staying with your breath, inhaling halfway through the circle, exhaling the other half of the way through the circle. Starting to wake up your body, adding some gentle movement. One more circle in this direction. All right, from here we're gonna add the arms. So on your inhale, reach up nice and tall. Go ahead and drop one hand to the side. The other hand's gonna reach up and over towards that side. Taking a few deep breaths, keeping the sit bones connected as you stretch the side of your body. You do a lot of sitting during the day. These side oblique muscles might get quite tight, so this is a nice stretch to help with that. On your next inhale, reach back up through to the center. Exhale, we're just gonna switch sides. Stretching up and over to the other side. Reach, keeping the sit bones connected. Nice side stretch, and stay with your breath. Don't hold your breath. Stay with those deep inhales and exhales. Good. And then we're going to reach our hands back up through to the center. Interlace your hands behind your back. So go ahead, just interlacing the hands together. Draw the shoulders down and back. And just stay here for a few deep breaths, sitting up nice and tall, just looking forward. I love doing this pose anytime I can remember during the day, because it helps counter a lot of that forward hunching we tend to do over our phones, our computers, driving. And you can go ahead and release here, and we're going to make our way onto our hands and knees. Make sure your hands are right over, your shoulders are right over top of your hands, and your hips are over top of the knees. Spread out the fingers. We're going to warm up our back, our spine now. So on your inhale, go ahead and drop your belly, lift your tailbone, look up towards the sky. Exhale to round your back. Round your shoulders, chin towards your chest. This is our cat-cow pose, so just moving between these two breaths. These two poses at your own pace, moving with your breath. Exaggerating the movement, really feeling it in your spine, moving with intention. cover the knees. So stay here for a few breaths. This is really going to start to get into your core muscles. Strong shoulder blades. Take a few deep breaths here. From here, we're going to lift our hips up and back, coming into a downward facing dog. So in your down dog, go ahead and find some movement. Heel toeing your feet a few times. Maybe keeping the knees relaxed, spreading out the fingers again to protect the wrists and ground through the hands. Stretching out your whole body in this down dog. From here, we're gonna move to a plank. So feeling nice and strong here, drawing the shoulders apart, lifting up through the core. Deep breath. Option to come down to the knees. We're gonna make our way back into that downward facing dog, sending the hips up and back again. Stretch it out. And then you're gonna walk your feet through to the center, bringing them at a diagonal, coming up about halfway into what we'll call a goddess pose. Knees come apart, hands to your heart center, drawing the shoulders up and back, working that core again. Option to stay here, or you could try to make your way down to a yogi squat. So bringing the hips all the way down, chest is lifted, hands at your heart center. Now this is a very challenging pose. If you need to, then you can try to come up on the toes if you find that more accessible. Or you can try to keep those heels down. Gently stretching the inner thighs, the hips, straight back. A few deep breaths. From here, we're gonna bring the hands down, lift the hips up, heel toe your feet a little bit closer together, coming to a ragdoll forward fold. So keep a nice bend in the knees, stomach towards your upper thighs. Relax the head and neck, relax the shoulders, spread out your toes, maybe sway forward and back a little bit. And just start to wake up the hamstring muscles and your back. From here, we'll come to a half lift. So straightening the legs, drawing the shoulder blades back, coming up halfway, having a flat back. Really stretching out those hamstring muscles a little bit more. Exhale, we're gonna fold forward deeper. So maybe just a micro bend in the knees, coming forward again. Inhale, one more time, half lift. Exhale, fold deeper. Next, inhale, reach your arms out long to make your way all the way up. Extended mountain pose, reaching up nice and tall. Exhale, you can bring your hands to your heart center. We'll just pause a moment in mountain pose. Drawing the shoulders back, feeling yourself lifted up through the feet. Gaze is forward. Easy standing flow, so flow moving with your breath. So on your inhale, reach out and up, looking up. Exhale, fold forward through the center line of your body. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold deeper. Inhale, reach out and up. Find length in your spine. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's do that one more time, really trying to move with your breath. Inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, fold. Movement through meditation. Meditation through movement. Inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's add that side stretch. Inhale, reach out and up. Interlace your hands at the top, pointer fingers up. Exhale, up and over to the side. Stretching those oblique muscles, straighten the arms, reach. Deep breath. Sometimes we tend to hold our breath here. Inhale, back up through to the center. Exhale, up and over to the other side. Inhale, back up through to the center. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to flow through a complete sun salutation. So go ahead and step towards the front of your mat. We're going to move with our breath. So inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward through the center line of your body. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, and stepping back to a plank. Pause here, feeling nice and strong. Either staying on your toes or you could drop down to your knees. We're gonna lower down, elbows head to ribs, coming to a cobra pose, drawing the shoulders back. Lift up your head and chest. Exhale to make your way back down. And we're gonna come into downward facing dog. Option if you don't like down dog, you can just stay here and do a few rounds of cat-cow pose again. Yoga is about doing what works for your body and what feels good for you. Go ahead and bend your knees. Look up to your hands, and we're going to step our feet up to our hands, coming to a half lift. Exhale, fold deeper. Next inhale, make your way all the way up, extending through the arms. Hands to heart center. All right, from here, we're going to work a little bit on our balance. All right. Ground through one foot. It doesn't matter which side you start with. Hands to your hips. Find something to focus your eyes on to help with your balance. And we're going to bring that other foot up. You're going to keep that knee right in line with the hip. Flex that foot. And just stay here. Trying to balance on one foot. Deep breaths. From here, we're going to move the hip out to the side. Coming back to your breath. Option if you want, you can bring your hands to your heart center. You could even try reaching the arms up. This is easy. And then we're going to bring that leg forward, back down, and we're going to switch sides. So same thing on the other side. Come back to your breath. When you're ready, set up, knee in line with the hip. Round through that foot that's on the mat. Straight back, straight standing leg. Using your gaze to help with your balance, using your breath to help with your balance, staying focused. We'll open that hip out to the side. More deep breaths here. Coming back through to the center. We're going to do it one more time, but option to add on, just making it a little bit more challenging if you're ready. All right, this time instead of a bend, we can start with the bend in the knee, but then you're gonna work towards straightening the leg. Let's point the toe this time. You want a super straight leg, engaging the whole leg straight back. We tend to wanna lean back, straighten your back, straighten your standing leg. Use those hamstring muscles to hold that leg up. Good. From here, we're gonna flex the foot. We're gonna bring it down briefly and bring it out to the side. Maybe bring your arms out to the side, getting a little bit more into the hip during our balance. Flex that foot, super straight legs, deep breaths. Go ahead and release. All right, same thing on the other side. Whenever you're ready, maybe starting out here, and you can stay here this time if you want as well. You can point the leg straight back, straight leg, straight standing leg. Using the hamstring muscles to help pull you up. Deep breaths. That foot, we're going to bring it back down over to the side, working our hip. Using your arms, maybe bringing them out as well. Deep breath. Good. Go ahead and release. Great job. Roll out your ankles. All right, we're going to go through a vinyasa flow, make our way down to the mat. Stretch out our upper body a little bit. So let's step to the front of our mat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to bend your knees. Plant your hands, coming back to a plank. Pause here, either staying on your toes or dropping to the knees. Lowering down to an up dog or cobra pose, drawing the shoulders back as you look up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Just 2 to 3 breaths. From here, we'll drop down to our hands and knees, and we're going to make our way into puppy pose. Now, we're going to be on our knees for a little while, so if you need extra padding for your knees, you can grab a blanket for your knees, or you could just kind of double fold your yoga mat so that you have a little extra padding. All right, the hips are going to stay over top of the knees, and we're going to stretch the arms forward here. Get deeper into the shoulder you're going to take your knees out wide, big toes together, sit back towards your heels, stretch your arms forward. This should feel nice for your back, and a nice gentle stretch of the legs, the hips, and the upper body. From here, you can walk your hands back and we'll come to a seat. All right, we're gonna set up for shoelace pose. You're gonna take one foot forward, face this way, one foot forward, press the other foot on top. You're gonna walk that foot over to the other side as far as you can, working towards stacking the knees. Option, you can stay here with this leg out long, but if it feels okay and you can bend that other leg back, go ahead and try it. Either way, it's all good. Keeping both sit bones down. And from here, we're stretching the hip of the knee that's on the top. If you have that leg out, you're also stretching the hamstring muscle. We're gonna add a twist here, which should feel nice for our back. So whatever knee's on top, take that opposite arm to that knee, looking over the shoulder, taking a few deep breaths here. Back through to the center, and then option to make your way forward. If you feel enough right here, you can just stay here. If you want to go deeper, you're going to walk your hands forward. Untwist our legs, just untwisting your legs, shaking them out, and then we'll take the feet out wide, windshield wiper the knees side to side a few times, just kind of working out any kinks. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So just make sure you switch sides, opposite leg out long, cross the other foot on top, work towards stacking the knees. So bringing that foot over to the side, either staying here if you did that on the other side, or you could bend the knee back. And just be aware, it's normal if one side feels a lot different than the other side. Take a nice deep breath here. And then we're going to add the twist. So whatever knee's on top, opposite hand to that knee, looking over your shoulder. So the twisting being really good for our back and for our spine. A little bit of a neck stretch by looking behind you. Back through to the center, either just staying here for a few more breaths, or you can start to walk your hands forward to go a little bit more into that forward fold, getting a little bit deeper into the outside of that hip. Deep breath here. And you can walk your hands back. Go ahead and untwist your legs. Just shake them out a little bit. Then windshield wiper the knees side to side a few times. From here, we're going to make our way onto our back. Go ahead and roll down using our core. So come towards the front of your mat, bringing your feet forward, point your toes. You're gonna inhale, reach your arms up nice and tall, and then exhale. You're gonna tuck your tailbone, round your back, round your chin in towards your chest. Start to bring your hands forward, rolling down as slow as you can. See if you can feel it in your core, making your core shake, and then inhale, reach up overhead. stretch it out. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Rock side to side or in a little circle. Let's take both feet straight up towards the sky, palms down, looking towards your toes, allowing the blood flow to reverse, getting a little bit of a hamstring stretch. Long deep breath. Go ahead and bend your knees back in. From here, we're going to come to a banana pose. It's one of my favorite poses. It stretches the whole side of your body. So you're going to take your body to the right side of your mat. Walk your feet over to the left side of your mat, crossing your right ankle on top of your left ankle. Reach your arms overhead, grab the elbows, let the arms relax overhead. You're going to start to inch your upper body over to the left as well. You're making this nice banana shape with your body where your hips are on one side, your feet and your upper body are on the other side. And you're getting a nice long stretch along the whole side of your body, from your toes, through the center, and up through your shoulders and arms and obliques. Uncross your legs, coming back through to the center. From here, we're going to move our body to the other side. Hips will stay to the other side. Walk your feet to the other side, crossing one ankle on top of the other. Inch your upper body over, coming into that banana shape on the other side. Doing it all along the whole side of the body and the obliques. Deep breath. Then you can uncross your legs, make your way back through to the center, bend the knees. We're going to bring the knees in towards our chest, arms out long. Drop both knees over towards one side. Staying there for a few breaths. And then coming back through to the center, dropping both knees over towards the other side. Make our way back through to the center. We're going to straighten out our legs. Allow your arms to come down to the side. Relax the shoulders down. Let the feet open up normally. And just take a few breaths here. Allowing your body to release and relax. Allowing your back to lie flat. Allowing yourself to just be. Here, go ahead and bend the knees. Stretch your arms up overhead. And then hug your knees in towards your chest. And we're going to rock forward and back along our spine. Coming up almost to hover. So with control, this should feel really good for your spine, for your back. It's energizing. It's going to help wake you back up after that relaxing portion of our practice. Let's do one more. All right. let's just finish how we started, with our legs crossed, hands to our knees, and just take a moment to feel a sense of peacefulness. Feeling a sense of gratitude, maybe bringing your hands to your heart center. I want to thank you all for joining me, supporting us, for supporting Peace Creatives, and spreading the message and thoughts and ideas of peace. Thank you so much, and namaste.